Daddy Yells Car Parts Guy 1 just subscribed for 47 months in a row.
Car Parts got the resub, brother.
McCracken says, how's the fish biting Ronnie?
Call me Ronnie again and I'll ban you.
UUO at North again.
Ba-da-dum-dum-dum.
And says howdy.
Duty. Had to cut the lock off my fish house.
McCracken says it's Mike Bro. Jamie says you just getting out on the ice.
Yep, had to cut the lock off my fish house.
McCracken says from St. Peter.
What's happening? Getting set up for a crappy
Jamie
bite.
says crazy.
That happens. Be a shorter stream tonight, but see if we can't get a couple of crappies through the hole.
Why? Car Parts Guy 1 asks forget your key?
Locked it in the fish house, I thought, but I got in here, couldn't find it in here either. Good thing I got a few extra padlocks. Then I got it.
McCracken says didn't know calling ya Ronnie would make ya cranky.
Let's see. Put that away.
Jamie says at least it was just a lock. McCracken says I have a couple spot in southern MN catching big craps 12 inches average.
Yeah, I won't have time. I took on a job now.
Bring it around says good evening.
What's happening? Just getting this line set up. This will be on crappies the rest of the year.
Car Parts Guy 1 says can't be too many more days left in the season. Bring it around. Did you snip it with some bolt cutters?
Nope, I got a universal tool for picking locks.
OG says evening.
OG, what's happening?
Around says I like to whip out the circular salal.
Universal lock removal tool.
Jamie says I cracked my phone screen tonight.
Ouch.
Ticked me off.
Well, quit throwing it at Bubba.
Ruger asks, did you remember to get a new fishing license? Hardparts guy one asks, not on Big China.
No.
And I would have went pro if it weren't for my bum knee. And why you got to complain? Every single time you're not getting played. You douchebags are a lot of the same. Dude, let's go. This place is hot,
Toxic
Renee.
blood. Yo, what the? Boss lady says, hey,
Toxic blood, what's happening? Boss lady, what's happening? Gonna go old school. Give the old FLA to work out for the rest of the season. Alright, now I need a boober. I need a boober.
Toxic blood says not a whole lot.
Been busy as hell, ain't you? Ain't seen you in a minute.
Just think in a couple of weeks it's boat weather.
No, nothing in the 10-day indicates that, so I hope not. Alright, so now I have to clip this off and add another sinker. Where the hell did my little ones go?
Bring It Around says we are finally getting our first 5 to 8 inch snowstorm tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably be pulled off by this weekend. I gotta stop tomorrow and get my new fishing license. There they are. Was gonna be out here a little sooner, but then I had to play Call of Duty after I got home from work. You know, that's where you take a Chevy and wipe your Dodge. Yeah, had that going on. And then I realized I could not get into my fish house. So now I have to go on a mission to find out where my keys are at. Everything that's on that ring I have spare keys for, so I'm not worried about it, but let's see here. Bring it around. Loop, swoop, and pull. We're going to go with the lolly method here tonight. Gonna have one pink hook on and one yellow hook on. She says those are the colors.
Ruger says what lake?
My lake. Your lake's too far away for me to drive every day.
In real life, says Party Party. Boss Lady says, hey Ruger. In real life, says, might drive out your way this weekend.
It's a hell of a drive.
Boss Lady says, hey Josh.
Try this out here. Damn, that was a good guess.
Snow Wild says, good evening everyone. In real life, says, hey at Badass Boss Lady. Just be a Saturday leave Sunday or Saturday night. Haven't decided yet. Depends if my plans change. Vermunda says,
Your
howdy
plans
Ron and
always
chat.
change. What's happening? What time is it?
How are you?
I'm good.
Daddy yells Snow Wild. Just subscribed for 45 months in a row. In real life, says you're not wrong at all.
Snow Wild, thank you for the resub.
Jamie says 750. In real life, says might do some steelhead fishing by me if it isn't too flooded. Vermunda says I'm doing okay.
Well, we're not marking any fish.
Jamie says for the time.
Did I shove that under there? Sure as shit I did, and I bet you that other charger it needs in there. Well, there's the other battery I was looking for. There's the charger. I bet you that's my...
Big Daddy yells Ruger Live. Just subscribed for 47 months in a row. Boss Lady says hey Jamie.
Ruger Wife, thank you for the resub. Who's this one?
Big Daddy yells Badass Boss Lady. Just gift Jamie a subscription.
Thank you,
Jamie
Boss Lady.
says hi.
Okay. It's not in there either. It's got to be laying in the expedition somewhere then. That
Boss Lady says at Little
not what I
Fokker
thought it was.
1996, hello.
So what I needed wasn't in there. Story of my life. I hope.
Amy says thank you.
Well, it sucks. I'm going to be out here long enough for the batteries to charge up off the generator, and then I got to go. Gotta be to work again in the morning. Hopefully I'll get off a little earlier. I've been having to... buy me a boat. They call me redneck, white trash, and blue collar. Change all that if I had a couple $1 million.
In real life says how's the new job?
Love it. I'll be outside most of the time. And if I'm somewhere next to a fishing hole for my lunch break, I can throw a line in. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. I didn't bring nothing out here for me to drink. You get a line, I get a pole, darling.
John says evening.
John, what's happening? You get a line, I get a pole, friend. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go down the crawfish hole. It's like the minnows I got wasn't so good.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good. How are you? So I got that one close to the bottom. I got this one up a few feet.
Mrs. comes home on Thursday, and I got the last batch of stickers.
Nice. Oh. Just had a fish poke on there.
How is the new gig doing?
Good. Really good. I'm in the classroom though the rest of this week. Uh, oh. Now we just wait. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta be done. Bye. Actually, would have been out here by 6 o'clock. I was actually out here shortly after 6 o'clock. Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Good grief.
Boss lady says, hey John. John says, evening boss lady. In real life says I'm hoping some nice reels go on sale and rods soon for ice fishing lure.
That's the thing. The really nice ones don't ever go on sale. They just put them in the back and save them for next year. Bump them up another $10.
Wanna get the Akuma Kmar 1000. Dustin122 says welcome back.
Thank you.
In real life says don't know if I want to get the bait feeder model or the regular. I'm think bait feeder so I can jig or dead stick if I wanna.
Yeah.
Dustin 12-2 says no problem, spring is dynamite.
Being up at 4 o'clock in the mornings for the fucking birds, literally.
John asks how is the fam?
The dog and Lolly's in Puerto Rico. She was gonna pop on and watch the stream, but I bet she fell asleep.
In real life says and not have to worry about 2 rods, just combine it to 1 rod to be able to do both. Tell me about it. I wake up at 4:15 a.m. every day.
Fuck no. It's not normal for me, but for my training.
Whiskey Sunrise says hello.
Howdy. But for my training right now, I have to drive an hour and a half. So by the time I get up in the morning and make coffee.
Seaboys asks what do you do for a live-in? Boss Lady says at Whiskey Sunrise hello.
Land surveying.
Seaboys says what?
Land surveying. I don't have any color crayons, man. You're screwed. I can't write it out for you.
Nickashred says evening.
Howdy.
In real life says gotcha yay, I'm not used to it either, but I do it lol. John says he goes to a plot of land and points to where the ends of the land are, etc. Whiskey Sunrise asks do you enjoy the work?
So far. I mean, they're like, oh, you gotta trudge through mud and swamp. And I said, can I bring my mud truck? They're like, no. Can I drive the Subaru in it? No. Damn it.
Seaboy says ooh, it's a good job.
Yeah, we do things like utility locates and
In real life says what will your hours be once you're done with training?
14 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Nice, sounds like me.
Well, bust my ass all summer long. Then I can take the winters off.
Whiskey Sunrise says working outdoors is great until it's not lol. In real life says nice, I don't get the winters off lol, our work never slows down with what we do.
No. Well, if we do 14 hours a day, 5 days a week, we don't have to work Saturday or Sundays. They don't ask us to. It's pretty much up to us what kind of a schedule we want to work, but my crew all
But
kicks.
I've been at this job for about 2 months now and I love it.
My crew goes, my crew likes to bust their
We
ass.
can work Saturday if we want to, but it's only 7M minus 12.
Well, I could work Saturdays too if I want, and I might work a few. Because I'll be, well, I'll be on overtime by Wednesday. Yeah.
Grandma Sue 22 says hi Ron. Glad the job is going well. In real life says only thing with my job is I can't screw up or it can be not good lol.
You can't screw up doing what I'm doing either. With utility locates, you're messing with gas lines and power lines, and you make a fuck up on them, that could cost somebody their life. There's no fucking up with that. Property lines can fuck a lot of things too, because you mismark the property lines, and contractors come in and start building and shit like that, and literally 2 feet, 2 foot off, a foot on either side will fuck a whole lot of things up. A lot of high-tech shit that goes into it. You get access to mapping that's protected by Homeland Security.
I'm an aerospace tech, re-repair engine parts for military fighter jets and A-1 carbine tanks, also passenger planes.
Oh, I'm just wore out today. Put on some miles today. Speaking of, I should look at my shit talker. Yeah, today was the warmest day we'll have all week. It's supposed to snow again starting tomorrow night into Wednesday.
Wing says, how's the Iceman with this warm weather?
Not liking it. 1 to 3 inches expected.
Seaboys says you gotta love construction.
Well, everybody's got to work.
Boss Lady says at Ting Willow.
Everybody's got to work together out there.
OG says I see 40 here next Monday.
Yeah, you guys down south of me have been. You've had some of the worst ice fishing
Seaboys
weather.
says true.
You guys have had some of the worst ice fishing weather down there.
Grandma Sue 22 says hi at Badass Boss Lady. Wing says at Badass Boss Lady, hello boss.
Grandma Sue, I think your shirt made it here. I have to stop at the post office on the way home. I have to run into town.
In real life says we have open water, it sucks. Boss Lady says hey Grandma Sue. In real life says today it rained all day in the 38s.
It rained pretty good here last week. Or the week before. It rained pretty good here and washed out most of the snow.
Says, hey, OG.
Washed out most of the snow. And because of that, it pushed the ice up and it started making more ice. Like I said, I drilled the holes out in here and about buried my auger out. But Sunday I'll be pulling this off and putting it away for the year. I'll be done ice fishing for the year.
In real life says tomorrow we have a high of 54.
Because then I got to start getting stuff done for spring cleaning around the house because...
Wing says, what kind of generator do you run?
Exclamation point FH. Well, it's a Honda 2000. That isn't even correct yet.
OG asks, does the Crack Shack sit on the ice or is it up like the Rick?
Oh, it sits on the ice.
Grandma Sue 22 says, I really hope you like it and your wife likes the surprise Krista put in there.
Oh, I'm sure I will. What in the hell? Yep. This is my stress reliever. It's a goofed up version of Tetris. Takes my mind off my anxiety. So I will have a test tomorrow.
Regular TV asks how much you want for this mansion.
This one? I don't think you've got enough money, bro. I wouldn't sell it to anybody anyways. I'd actually have to fix this one, but
Wing says law.
I found a fish house I really like. It's not brand new. They're about $7,000.
OG yells, I took the biscuits and gravy up a notch today. I added in bacon. Sue good. Regular TV says guess I'll have to stick with my crack shack.
Now, see, I got to educate you in the definition of a crack shack. It's got to look like something crackheads would be smoking in. This shack literally has one little peeker window right here. That's it. And it's plexiglass. So that way they can escape if they want to.
Yeah, I saw that picture this morning. Oh, gee, that looked good. Wing says the steel is the most expensive part.
Shit. Everything's expensive. It's $3,000 to build a trailer. So, years ago, they made these fish houses called King Crows. There's two of them. There's an Ultra Shack and a King Crow. And I've always liked the King Crow fish houses.
Regular TV says, oh, I see.
My definition of the build of this fish house. So I bought the shell. When I bought it, it was a shell. Not a very good shell. I had to put a floor in it. I spent $1,700 to get a fuck ton of fabrication done on this thing, and none of it was done right. I have to cut it all off. So, anyways, this is one of them. Hey, I got a trailer out back. We should turn it into a fish house, and we got a couple cases of beer, so let's get it done. But anyways, back to the King Crow fish houses. So the King Crow fish houses were built back in the 90s. And they were uber light. They were meant to be pulled behind light vehicles because at that time the small four-wheel drive pickups like the Rangers and the Toyotas and things like that were extremely popular here. The Chevy S10s, S10 Blazers, Bronco 2s, Ford Explorers were extremely popular, so they wanted to make a fish house you could pull up behind them. And Jeep Wranglers. And Grand Cherokees, you get the picture. Anyways, so they came out with this shack that literally you could pick up one-handed, a drop axle ice shack, and they're called King Crows. The key is finding a King Crow that somebody didn't stick a whole bunch of shit into, because the objective of them was to keep them extremely light. Like, when I mean light, I'm talking like 800-900 pounds light. Like something you could put out on 5 or 6 inches ice. You can literally drop this thing down on the ice and slide it out on glare, as long as it was glare ice.
Black Shoe says a lovely cup of tea.
I wish I had a cup of tea. But they're kind of losing their values now because they have no amenities. People don't like them because they have zero amenities. The only amenity they had was they were 12-volt shacks that you had 2 deep cycle marine batteries to run, and then they had an Empire heater in them. That was it.
Truckiness says, hey Ron, I like your hat.
Thank you. Dash Life got me that. So then the Ultra Shack came out, and they made the Ultra Shack is still a King Crow setup, but that became the toy hauler. Had a rear load double door that they used as toy haulers. Those were a little heavier. Had a few more amenities in it, a few more bunks, things like that. But they were still very light for what they were. And they designed it so you could drive the four-wheeler all the way up where you needed it.
Castle Jeremy has us insane.
Jeremy who? I don't know a Jeremy that's got a ice castle.
321 says, how long y'all been out there tonight?
Not long. Half hour. Jeremy with an ice castle.
OG says I think he is talking about walleye.
Oh,
Wing says walleye Thomas.
I always call him Walleye. So I doesn't click in here.
Isn't his name Jeremy?
Goes by Walleye. We all know him as Walleye. But yes, it is. Yeah, that's a Yeti Grand Adventure.
CBM 321 asks what y'all looking to catch tonight.
A good conversation. You offering one? Because I ain't marking no fish.
Boss Lady says at CBM 321 hello.
Because we know the fish ain't biting.
CBM 321 asks so we don't got ice lakes down in the south, why didn't the ice melt?
Hasn't been warm enough yet. Time to kick on the thrusters. It's getting hot up there.
OG says King Crow for sale near Brainerd. $3,600.
I don't have it to spend right now. Keep popping in, Laura. I'm going to drop this lower for a little bit.
Wing says, do you remember me telling y'all I live in an ice shack in a backyard?
Yeah.
OG says I don't have anywhere to store. First world problems.
Well, that didn't seem to do much. Is this line tangled up? It just seems awfully close. Unless it's not picking up the... Oh, it's not.
In real life says it outdoors with OG same. I was just looking also law and I'm like where can I store one law? CBM 321 asks does it auto reel?
No.
OG says in your yard. Dud. Carrot. real life says at Outdoors with OG Hum true, but that's where the boat is going to go when I get one lol.
I mean, I don't have a very big yard, and I managed to get
Wing says, how thick is that ice out there?
thick.
OG says, I'm sure your yard is big enough for both. Wing asks, thicker than a Snicker? Lol. American says I got 5 beta codes for the Kick app. Sending you over a code.
Okay. Text or email. Send it back to you on Discord.
OG asked the codes, huh?
Don't ask me what the hell's going on. He sets his shit up and I send the verification. Make sure y'all check my socials, ! Socials. Be watching for me on
Wayne
Kick.
says, bro, what the duck is going on?
No fish, man.
Snow Wild says, I just signed up today and gave you a follow.
Thank you.
Boss Lady says new link to his new Kick account in that link above. Barrigan says, yup. I've been talking to Maynard. He gave me 5 codes to give out for people to start using the Kick mobile app.
When I get off stream, we'll get the rest of it set up. I'll get it set up on all 3 of my phones. Or my tablet, my 2 phones.
OG says nice.
I just go from that link that you sent me for the app. That link you sent me on Discord, I just go for that, and then it'll give me a download for the beta.
Barrigan says, yay, click the link and enter the 10-digit code in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that when I'm done streaming, and then I'll call you. We'll go through it on Discord, get everything set up. Damn, guys, I hadn't even seen a fish here tonight. Last night, the whole graph was loaded up solid. Maybe if I can get home at a decent hour, I might have to move the fish house.
OG asks, am I going to go to hell for putting barbecue sauce on a $25 steak?
Your fucking steak. You do what you want with it.
Wing says, have you ever caught a catfish through the ice?
This is actually the first year I haven't got one through the ice. First time in a long time I haven't caught one through the ice. There are some small ones in this lake. Messed up part is you'll catch catfish in here, but you won't catch no bullheads. Figure that out.
A $25 steak, well, it's called Seasoning Dude.
Never understood that about people who say, oh, you can't use barbecue sauce on
Why
steak.
would you need sauce?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like A1 or Heinz 57 sauce on a steak once in a while. Just flavoring. If steak purists are so pure, then why the fuck are they putting seasoning on it? That's what I want to know. If you're a purist steak eater, what the fuck are you doing putting seasoning on it?
Nickashred says just marinate the steak. I like smoked meat and coffee, says good point.
Marinating, you're doing the same thing. It's not a pure steak. I said that when I won my
Daddy
first...
Papa says good evening, brother.
When I won my first Grill Master Award, I did a reverse seared steak. And I didn't have any seasoning on it. I smoked it. I reverse seared it. Did it right in front of the judge. I had the meat smoked and ready to go. And the judges all said no seasoning. I said, you don't season a pure steak. The fuck is the point of eating steak then? And he said, explain that. Well, you guys would shun anybody who threw like an A1 or a barbecue sauce or something on their steak and fed it to you, correct? They said, yep. I said, what the fuck is it different with seasoning? Seasoning, you're masking the flavor of the steak, the beef. The whole thing about these competitions is making sure you get a very, very good cut of meat. I said, you want all the other flavoring? Because I did a baked potato. I did a baked potato, I did asparagus, and I did steak.
So you wouldn't be fucking with me now, would you? No. See, the last fuck with me ain't having a real good howdy do today right now.
If you know what I mean. But, yeah. And I think my words, more so than my grilling, got me my first place award. Oh, and I did chocolate chip cookies on the grill. Smoked chocolate chip cookies. And then my second one was I did my ribs and sweet corn and...
I like smoked meat and coffee, says I agree Lil Smoke is all you need.
But I'm not that way. I'm not going to lie. There's times that... Most of the time I like seasoning on my steak. There's lots of times I like having A1 or Heinz 57 sauce on my steak. You know? good flavoring. I grew up around farming, so I mean, you know, the old purist steak deal out the window. I mean, a good seasoned chunk of meat is a good seasoned chunk of meat. I mean, I spent 50 something dollars on a steak before the grill. That's why I spent more than that. I've spent way more than that on chunks of steak to grill. But those high end steaks, I eat them pure. I don't fuck around with them too much.
When I season it salt, pepper when I eat it.
Well, it depends. Depends on the mood I'm in. Some days all I want is just a good chunk of beef. Some days I want some barbecue sauce on it. Some days I want some A1. Some days I want some Heinz 57. Some days I want plain old fucking ketchup on my steak. Are you buying my fucking steak? No, you are not. You coming over to my house? You cooking that steak? You doing the dishes? No, you are not. Can't say are you buying my steak, because some of y'all have bought me steak. But
I had an uncle who liked mayo on his.
yep. My dad used to put mayonnaise and horseradish on his once in a while. Or Miracle Whip and horseradish. Wasn't even mayonnaise, Miracle Whip. Can't believe that, not a single fish. Yesterday I was marking them, but I was marking a lot of crappies, but I was definitely on the hunt for
Nick Shrimp
walleyes.
says to each their own.
Come on.
I like smoked meat and coffee. Says I wonder if the cold makes the crappie taste different from those here in the warm water.
Yes, it does. That's why the fish that I catch for most of the year come out of cold water. If I can get off at a decent hour tomorrow, maybe I'll get out here early enough and spend a few hours out here. I'm just honestly dead tired tonight.
Big Daddy yells Seaboy SSS just cheered 1,000 bits.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Seaboy says lol.
gonna set something up a little different tomorrow too. Get out here. If I can get out here early enough tomorrow, I'm gonna set up a bobber rod with a light bobber on it. Check this battery, make sure there's going to be enough iota in it. Oh, yeah. We'll be good. Well, I hate to cut it here, y'all, but I am dead ass tired. And I'm here an hour later than I normally want to be. Because I have to go read some more of my procedure manual, go to bed. So, what the hell?
John says, have a good night, bro.
See, boys, did you just do that? Why didn't that play through? God damn.
Nickashred says, have a good one.
Yeah, but why didn't that sound alert play through? Where's Barrican? Hold on, I want to make sure I get a sound alert played through for that. Damn, thank you for that.
Barrican asks, what did what?
C-Boys just donated 1,000 bits and the sound didn't come through. Oh, that's because it didn't register. Well, what the fuck?
Yes, it did.
It did register.
It did like 5 minutes ago.
Oh. Whoops. I might be a little tired. I apologize. C-Boys, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm definitely fucking tired.
OG asks, wasn't that the thunderstruck sound?
It was. I'm overly fucking tired, if you can't tell, and I apologize.
Barrican says, damn son.
Yeah, man. Hey, I've been up and fucking rolling since 4 o'clock this morning. I'm shot. And I didn't sleep very well last night because I was reading through my procedural management to make sure that when I got, because of what I do, I have to learn a little bit more every day. And then they question me. The first thing I do when I get in, what did you learn yesterday? That's the first question I get asked as soon as I walk in the door. And then at the end of the day, I get asked, what did you learn today? And then you have to go through the stuff that you learned prior to. So,
I was up at like 9 a.m., worked 3 hours and had a nap. Talk about a hard day.
Must be rough being a Trudeau supporter. Had to do it. Oh.
John says I get up whenever and I go to bed whenever.
I used to have that life. Had it for about a year. It's kind of nice.
Barracan says okay there, mister. Twitch streamer NH Captain.
Barracan, can you find somebody to raid? Please.
Big Daddy yells badass boss lady just cheered 500 bits.
Thank you for the 500 bits.
Barracan says sure. John says at Barracan no, that is Mr. I am disabled and can't work anymore. Barracan asks same thing, isn't it? Boss lady got cheated out of a sound alert. Barracan says shots fired.
Love that song.
John says at boss lady I heard your sound alert, it just wasn't loud. Boss lady says oh now it comes. John says oh there it goes. Boss lady says I like the rattle reel better.
That's good. I like the Bacon song better. Rattle Reel can go back to like 5 million bits. Fucking thing gives me anxiety every time I hear it.
LMAO. Barracan says I'm working on the bits right now.
Guys, don't forget to follow me on Kick. Oh yeah, you fucking stuttered. Today, Junior.
Jake Huston 12 says hey y'all. Barracan says okay random streamer, not a fucking clue what they are doing lol.
Okay. Well, with that being said,
Ready to go.
y'all keep them cold, keep them up, and I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you all for everything. The gift subs, the bits, the subs, the resubs, everything. Thank you all very much. You have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Go ahead and send it, please.
Boss lady says later, everyone.